All right. Well, today we have our Saturday Spotlight, and we are so excited because it is our first Saturday Spotlight. And what we do on our Saturday Spotlights is we feature a business owner, a woman business owner in particular, that can add value to our group. So today we are featuring Liza Esqueda. She is co host of the Business and Trademark BFFs, and she's also owner of her own law firm. And we will allow Liza to tell us more about herself. So, Liza, tell us about yourself, who you are, where you're from, how long you've been in business.
Okay, well, thank you for featuring me this week. I'm excited about the Saturday Spotlight. I think it's a really great platform for our group, and it's a wonderful opportunity to focus on women entrepreneurs that are doing really well in their business. So I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be featured. So my name's Liza Ann. So I'm a trademark and small business attorney. I have my practice based in Southeast Michigan, where I live. But I do run a virtual practice. So I used to have an office downtown here, but I've transitioned to being virtual, which is working out nicely. I enjoy it, and it's easier to reach much more clientele, and it's easier for everybody all around because it's more convenient to book an appointment with my firm since it's virtual. So that's who I am. That's my practice area. Um, Personally, about me. I've lived in Michigan about 20 years now. I'm married and have 4 kids. They're all big kids. The baby's 17 and a senior in high school now. So getting ready to be empty nesters soon. And we're originally from Texas, where all the family is. So we don't have family up here. We go down to Texas to visit as often as we can. And I am hoping to practice a little bit of law down there and get a Texas license in the next 2 years. So that'll be the next thing in addition to what I'm doing now with the firm.
Wonderful. So, Liza, tell us a little bit about your journey in having a virtual law firm. How is that going for you, and how did you develop a virtual law firm?
Okay, so the journey's going well. There's a lot you have to put in place before it runs smoothly. So once you have systems in place, things start to get a little bit easier. In my case, I'm a solo attorney, so everything falls on me. So having the systems in place is very important. So when I first started practicing law, I had, like I mentioned, I had my own office, and I loved the office. And at that point, I was focusing on a an area of law that I guess was more in person. I did a lot more estate planning back then, and a lot of my client base was older clients, and they like to meet in person. So it was nice to have the office and the conference room and all of that. But now that I'm doing mostly business, it's kind of gone the other way. A lot of clients like to meet. I'll offer to meet in person, and they'll say, "No, it's okay. We'll do a virtual meeting." So the nature of this client base is, more virtual. It kind of lends itself to that. So transitioning, it's been interesting because you get your systems in place and you're rolling along, and then you see a hole and you realize, oh, there's something that needs to be done, or something that I'm spending way too much time doing. So then you have to implement more things in order for it to run smoothly. So I feel like that's where I am now, because I've been virtual a couple of years now. However, I was taking some cases here locally. So those cases were in person, or they were in court, or I'd meet at the other law firm. But now it's truly just me on my own, and that's when I started seeing all the little holes in my system that I need to fill in. So that's what I've been doing lately. But like I said, once things are in place, as far as like answering services or scheduling, things like that make a huge difference and make it so much easier to run a business.
Absolutely. So it sounds like systems are very, very important, especially when converting your business from a brick and mortar to a virtual practice. So thank you for that. That's a really good tip that I feel like oftentimes we miss when we decide to change over our practice area or our business, all the systems that have to be revamped and put into place. So thank you for that. Um, It sounds like also you juggle many hats. Not only are you a business owner, you have 4 children, you're a wife. How is that going for you? And what advice would you give listeners or viewers in juggling those hats?
So juggling is not um, we all struggle with finding enough time in the day to do what we need to do. Even though my kids are older, 28, 25, 19, and 17, even though they're older, I like to have this as the home base, and I like to make time for the family. And there's always something going on. Someone's always sick. Someone always needs something. Some things happen. So because of that, I do enjoy running my own firm, and I don't see another option for me because if I work for somebody else, my schedule's out of my hands. So, I mean, there's negatives and positives to both, right? So if you work for someone else, you have that steady income, but the schedule's out of your control, clients are out of your control. It's all in someone else's hands. So having my firm is important to me because it allows me to have some control over the schedule, over the types of clients I get, and over basically the schedule when I see them. Like if I have an emergency, or somebody has to go to the doctor or whatever, then I can take time off or schedule around it so that I can make sure that I handle that. And it's just a work life balance, and it's hard for all of us. It's very hard for me to get that balance because I feel like I'm always being pulled away. And I know Glenna can attest to, I feel like I'm constantly being pulled away and checking the calendar and double checking, are we meeting at this time? Was it that time? Because so many things pop up at home that require your attention. So having your own business, I think, is great. I mean, it's not easy. Just because you have your own business doesn't mean that you work less and make more. It's a lot of work, and in my case, since I'm a solo, like I said, everything falls on me. So it is a great deal of work, more work, I think, initially than if you're working for somebody else. But at the end, it is a good option to strive for that work-life balance. So having your own business really contributes to that positively.
Thank you. Thank you. So it sounds like, your schedule keeping, your systems, and, just you communicating with your family keeps you afloat essentially. So it sounds like you're doing the right things in your business. That's amazing. Um, so Liza, tell us, what is it that you do for people? How do you serve your clients?
Okay, so what I focus on are trademarks and anything related to small business. So anyone who's starting a business, I always recommend they should speak to a lawyer, and I handle anything that relates to that. So from forming your entity and discussing with you what that means, how to best utilize it. That's the beginning. Operating agreements, all of that goes along with starting your entity. I handle all of that as well as everything that it takes to continue the practice. So contract templates, reading over contracts, any kind of contract dispute, trademark registration, copyright registration, whatever it takes to build and protect a business, to make it legally sound. That's what my business focuses on. So I work with entrepreneurs and small businesses, and I really enjoy that because I'm an entrepreneur and a small business, so I can completely relate to what my clients go through, and whatever they're going through, I've been there. We all face similar challenges when setting up and running our businesses. So it's great to have that camaraderie with my clients.
And it sounds like you have a really good connection with your clients because, like you said, you can relate to the struggle and relate to helping them protect their brand in many facets. So I think that's awesome. So, who's your ideal client? I know that you work with entrepreneurs and business owners. Are there people in a particular geographical area, or who are your ideal clients? Who are you looking to work with?
So there's no particular industry that I tend to work with. I do tend to, I guess most of my clients have been, small, well, like I said, small businesses. So in my case, let me think, probably 5 employees or less is typically what my clients have. and they're typically a business well, it's kind of divided into. They're either a business that has been around for a little while, and now they're set up, everything's going great. They've been in business for several years, and they want to secure their IP, their trademarks, and things like that. Or the other part is I do work with new businesses who are just starting out, and they want to know, they're in the information gathering stage. So they want to know what they need, and they're planning to register their trademark to make sure their LLC is the right entity for them, that kind of thing. So it's typically a small business. I do work with a lot of women entrepreneurs. So that seems to be a large demographic of my client base.
Thank you. So I just want everyone to know, any women business owner, entrepreneur out there, whether you're starting or whether you've been in business for less than 5 years, Liza is here to serve you. Liza, can you reiterate your business names again, and also tell us where we can contact you?
Sure. Okay. So my law firm is called Esqueda Law, which is my last name. On social media, across the board, social media handles lawyer Liza Ann, and the website is lawyer Liza Ann as well. So I can give you guys that contact information. Best way to reach me is shooting me a text, because I often will have a client shoot me a text. I put my number on everything, and I'll shoot them my calendar back so that they can make an appointment. So that would be a good way. The firm number is 248-494-4364, or just shooting me an email at liza@lawyerlizaann.com works as well, and I can send out that calendar, and we can set up a time to discuss your concerns about your business.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Liza, for coming on our Saturday Spotlight. It was such a pleasure getting to know you and your business and who you serve. We'll definitely be on the lookout for any women business owner or entrepreneur from startup to 5 years for you. So you guys keep her in mind if you're looking to protect your brand, whether it's through intellectual property or setting up your business. So again, thank you, Liza, for joining us for our Saturday Spotlight.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be a guest on this platform.
Absolutely. Well, everyone take care and keep in mind, if you would like to be a guest on our Saturday Spotlight and tell us more about your business so we can find those individuals that you serve for you or provide you just with a platform to communicate. We are here. We do have our sign up in the group, so please feel free to sign up, and then we'll go ahead and set up a schedule for you. So again, Liza, thank you for joining us for the Business and Trademark BFF Saturday Spotlight, and we hope you have a wonderful Saturday.
Thanks for having me. Have a great Saturday, everyone.
Bye.